Here's our first trail obstacle of the day. It's just a whole bunch of mud.
Yeah, I went over here on this side, and this side looks so much easier.
Go right, huh?
Yeah, then you might get a little more wet from the leaves.
I'm gonna try it out.
We left Cosby Knob around 7:30. It's 8:20 now, and we're headed to Icewater Springs. This day has almost as much elevation as yesterday. Yesterday was like 4,800, this is 4,400. But thankfully, this day spread out along a lot more trail. So none of the ups are as bad as coming out of Davenport. We had a really good night's sleep at Cosby Knob. There were some mice, but they never really bothered us. And, oh, I hope the top's close.
Okay, we're about 5 miles into the day here, and the sun and clouds are mixing in the pines. This is pretty. It's cool up here. We're just about to cross over the 6,000 foot elevation mark. The north end of the Smokies here is home to 8 or maybe 9 out of the 46,000 foot peaks in the southeastern United States. Black Knob is just ahead of us. We may actually be climbing it right now. It's the northernmost peak, so we're in some high lands here. This is beautiful. It's been like this for the last half mile or so. We've been walking through this all morning. It's pleasant out here, cool and breezy. You can see the breeze moving through the trees here. It's really neat. Listen to these bees. Now we're hiking the side of Guyot in this evergreen forest. I think we've just crossed over the high point for our day, Guyot Spring, though there have been a couple of springs in the trail, so maybe we hit another one up here. But it is borderline chilly here. The sun is out, the clouds have blown away. The trail has dried up.
What? Why are you videoing?
We just finished an early lunch here. I think we've been here for half an hour, which is surprising. You never think you stop as long as you do. We're at Tricorner Knob. We have 2,900 more feet of elevation to do today. And how many more miles?
It's like 12.
12. So we got our afternoon cut out for us. Okay, 2 cool facts about Tricorner Knob Shelter. We're in the middle of 8 or 9 6,000 foot peaks. So peak baggers come here and spend the night so they can hit several of them over the course of a day or two. So the trails don't go over any of the peaks. We skirted a few of the high peaks on the way here, and we'll hit a few more on the way out. But if you want to get to the top, you got to spend the night at Tricorner Knob. Okay, also, Tricorner Knob is about 9 miles straight line distance from the nearest road. That's a long way. And so if you use that as the radius of a circle, then it puts us in the middle of like 250 square miles of wilderness. And I don't even think the 100-mile wilderness is that remote. It goes longer. I mean, you're further from paved roads there, but it's skinnier.
There are little day hiker trails in.
People come up in there all the time. I mean, so we're really out here. If we broke a leg, we'd get a helicopter ride home.
A third fun fact about this shelter that we didn't mention is that it be cold.
while we did not carve that, we adopted that phrase as our motto as we hiked the Smokies last November, where we spent the coldest night of our entire through hike at Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. It was 7 degrees, and so we said, it be cold.
We were surprised leaving Tri-Corner to find that there is really no water on the trail, at least in the AT guide. And it's been pretty accurate so far. We've crossed over Mount Chapman and Mount Sequoia, and unlike Mount Gio that had lots of water coming off of it, those two didn't have any. There's a half a water drop at the Peck's Corner shelter, but it's half a mile off the trail, so we're not going to do that. So we're carrying water, and a lot of times on a long day like this, I like to stop and eat dinner a couple miles before the shelter. After, on a 20-mile day, after 17 miles, a long break is welcome. But the lack of water is gonna probably keep us from doing that too. So we'll just keep drinking and snacking. The day is actually really beautiful. It's cool out here. And after we get over this, this is called Eagle Rocks up here, we're gonna get a view. And the terrain kind of chills out a little bit for the rest of the afternoon. So it's not been bad since Tri-Corner. Just over a couple mountains. I'm on a hill right now. And then after that, it's just kind of rolling along a pretty sharp ridge. But the weather's clear now. And I think we're gonna have hopefully a good view here at Eagle Rocks, and then maybe it'll hold for a good view off Charlie's Bunion, which we'll get just a mile or two before our evening destination. We're going to be in the shelter tonight because there are storms in the forecast. It rained on us a little bit last night, but I think tonight is going to do it up right as far as precipitation accumulations go. So we're going to be inside. Here's 10 miles of trail laid out in front of us, zigzagging twice in front of Mount LeConte. Mount LeConte has got its 3 tops in the clouds back in there. But here on the near ridge, the near ridge we're looking at here is just south of Peck's Corner, and the trail will follow that near ridge almost right on top of it, up to Laurel Top over here. Laurel Top is the high point, and it'll wrap around behind Laurel Top and then continue on down again over that ridge. This is called the Sawteeth. And then Charlie's Bunion is somewhere like right at the edge. Charlie's Bunion's there, and then Icewater Springs Shelter is just around the corner. We can't quite see it. So that's a neat view of the next 10 miles. That's the rest of our day right there. We'll be ridge walking. It's a beautiful view from here. I think the rain has found us. The day's gotten a little darker, more overcast just in the last half hour. The wind has shifted, and I think I can hear rain in the leaves. I'm not quite sure yet. So it's just before 4. We're probably within 5 miles of the shelter, but we wouldn't make it if a rainstorm decided to get after us right now. I sure would like to get a view at Charlie's Bunion up here, but I'll be happy with what we've had today, if that's all we get. We've had some really nice views off both sides of this ridge. So now we're just hoping to stay as dry as we can, I think. Trail's getting tight. Okay, I think we've gotten into our 20th mile here today. We are bushed. We're pretty beat. The trail has just gotten pretty wet again. We're going uphill. Clouds showed up. We are looking for this spring in the trail. Icewater Springs is kind of like in the middle of the AT. The shelter's nearby. We are ready for it. Ready to put this in the books and eat a dinner. Jay-Z's behind me. Texas Pete's out in front. All right, here we are coming into the shelter.
Oh man.
Jeez, oh. And the sun is coming out. The sky is looking blue. Dinner time.
All right, well, I picked up in a hiker box Swiss Miss Marshmallow Lovers hot chocolate. I was like, okay, it's pretty cool. I got 2 packets, and I got to, I don't remember what shelter this was. It wasn't Cosby Knob, I don't remember. But I poured one of the packets in to have some hot chocolate, and it had no marshmallows. And I'm like, what? It says Marshmallow Lovers on it. And we just figured the marshmallows were like, you know, I don't know, melted into the hot chocolate. But it turns out one packet is hot chocolate and the other is marshmallows. So I opened this and I was like,
Enjoy your
I
marshmallows.
feel so dumb.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah, that's it.
I got it.
I get mixed up.